What's up champions, Mike here with another quick jet surfing tip. And in this short video I'm going to show you how to pick and attach a leash to your jet surf. But first a quick bonus tip, I'm going to show you what helmets and life vests I use for my jet surfing. And before we start, a quick disclaimer, I'm not affiliated, I'm not selling any of these brands, it's just my personal choice. First, what not to use. I don't recommend using helmets without jaw protection, because if you hit your board or something else with your jaw, this will not going to save you. Next, sunglasses or goggles. They look really cool, but they're also completely useless as they get wet and they obstruct your vision. So I only use them for videos to look cool, but they're not practical at all. So behind me you can see two types of helmets that I use. These are for winter use, they're soft and they're warm. And these are very light and they're for summer use. So these are the winter helmets. They're heavier and they have great protection against the wind because they have this foam inside. They also take much longer to dry. I'll put the description below the video, but basically this one is made officially for JetSurf by LAZER. This one is called Scorpion and this one is a Chinese brand. They're all pretty much the same. And these are my favorite summer helmets. They are called Met Parachute. They're very lightweight. As you can see, they have holes so the water goes in, goes out, and they're very fast to dry because there is almost no cloth inside. So these are life vests that I'm using during the winter. They're all made by Jobe, and this one is called Jobe molded vest. This one is Jobe Ruthless vest, and the one on me is called Jobe Neoprene vest. They're pretty soft, pretty warm, and I think they provide you with great flotation and great protection of your ribs during the winter time. And for summer I'm using this lightweight vest by O'Neill. They called Nitro Light. They're really soft, they're very lightweight, they're perfect for races, for hot summer days, and they also look very cool. Okay, back to our leashes. First of all, why do you even need a leash for jet surf? You can see jet surf is very powerful and very fast board. So once you fall off, it will keep going just by inertia, and you can hit rocks, you can lose the board, or you can just hit other people. So always use the leash, and it's just a law. So which leash to choose? There are two types of leashes, the regular surfboard leash and the coiled leash. This one is useless because it's way too long and it will be flopping around and get into the jet, so don't use this one. We're going to use the coiled leash, which is made for subboards or bodyboards. When I first got JetSurf, I quickly realized there is no way to attach the leash to the back of the board. So the only logical solution was to attach it to the back strap. That's what I did, and during the first wipeout, it just pulled out my back strap and it screwed and ruined everything for me. So that's not a good idea. So there are three ways to attach the leash to the board the right way. The first way is for people who are going to use jet surf in the lakes during the races. They're going to attach the leash to the snorkel, then the coil goes around the strap and the leash is attached to the controlling arm. Personally, I don't do this way because I'm only using jet surf in the ocean, in the big waves, and if I'm going to fall, there is a fly in the camera.
I know. What can I do about it?
Just kill it!
Yeah.
Personally, I don't use this method because I'm using jet surf in the ocean and the big waves, and if I'm going to use it this way, it's going to pull my arm during the wipeout and probably smash me in the head. So I'm using another way. First, if you have jet surf race or similar, there are two screws that are made for the side fins, but only one of them is really used for the fin. Another one is just holding the dummy. So that screw we can use to attach our leash. And if you have GP100, then you can put a spare screw over here behind the strap and attach the leash right here. So you can see when I'm standing on the board, the leash is attached to my back leg and the coil is not going to get into the jet. That's why I think this is the best setup. And before I go, a quick bonus tip. This is the dry suit that I found for the winter use. If you are going to jet surf in the northern countries, in the cold ocean, this is really a perfect solution. It's called Soul Classic. It's a full body dry suit. So you get inside, it looks really stylish. It looks like I'm a snowboarder on the ocean, and I really like how it holds the warmth and protects you from the water getting inside even if you fall. So I highly recommend to get this dry suit for the cold days. That's it for today guys, and if you have more questions, don't forget to put them in the comments below. Take care, cheers!